Magdalen Berns is over there.
Magdalen Berns. Here she comes.
Magdalen on the mic, representing Edinburgh.
No, I don't really have a question because everything. I mean, you covered. You guys, sorry. What was the right term? Not guys. Sorry. Women. We're absolutely. I know. I fail at radical feminism. Okay. No, you all covered it brilliantly. All I would say is, like, I was here earlier, a lot of you weren't here earlier. I don't know what you did to get in, but all I know is I am no shrinking violet. But when I've seen these lunatics in their masks covering every single step on the stairs to get into this room, I would not have, in my full me, and I'm not, I've got 3 boxing titles to my name. I am not a shrinking violence, okay? And I would not have dared to walk through that group of people because I know that I would have been attacked. I knew that, and I didn't think that this many people, when I saw these people being so violent and aggressive, it absolutely appalled me that the police did nothing to stop that, nothing to acknowledge that they should stop that women actually have a right to walk into a room, because this is predominantly women, let's face it. There are some guys here, and respect to all the guys here as well for you know, being allies. And listening to women, because, you know, a lot of guys aren't interested in what we have to say, let's face it. It takes stones to walk into a room and be a bloke and listen to women and not whatever. But, like, it takes much more to be a woman and actually walk through that. And I wouldn't have done it, and I do have ovaries, you know, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have. And so to see this many women that overcame that and stood up to it and got in this room, despite all that, that shows something. That in itself shows something, that you're all willing to actually overcome the bullying, the threats, the violence, to actually turn up here. That means something, and it's a cross-generational thing. There's people here, young millennials, and there's people here who've been doing it since the beginning. Since before the year dot. I've kind of lost track of my point a little bit. I've got 32 hours, but my point is really that, like, the fact that you turn up here is an act of civil disobedience in itself. So you got to keep doing that and recognise that people like Venice, who set up these events, actually matter. Because I couldn't, for all my fucking chat, I couldn't organise a fucking event to save my life. Someone like Venice does it, she does it well. And we need to respect that. And every single person on the panel who stands up and actually says something, and every single person here who's got a question and asks, you know, just keep doing it. Keep doing what you're doing. I don't have anything else to say other than that, because all the questions were answered already by the panel, except for what advice do you have for young lesbians growing up in this climate? That's my question. Okay.
We've just got one more speaker. He's come all the way from Edinburgh. Can we have a little round of applause for Magdalen Berns?
No, wait, I actually already had my turn. I had my turn. The only people that I think are important to hear is everybody else here. Like, I have so much respect for you all for turning up. That's all I have to say, really. I've said what I needed to say. Everybody that stands for free speech. Yeah, it would be nice if you all talk to each other, you know, make connections, especially if you live in Bristol, make connections with the people here. You know, don't be alone. Don't let yourself be alienated. Don't think you're alone. This movement is growing. We are growing by the minute. I mean, even in my shitty, tiny fucking city of Edinburgh, I'm not from Edinburgh, obviously, you can tell by my accent, but like, you know, like the movement is growing. It's growing in every city in the country, and GB, Britain, is actually leading this. Okay, we're leading this. We produced the first ever feminist manifesto in the 1700s. Like, this is the continuation of this. Just get together as women. Don't be ashamed of actually standing up for yourself for once in your fucking lives. Because because women, we stand up for everyone. We stand up for all sorts of everybody's rights. We stand up for the rights of people in Iraq. We all do it, and that's very noble and it's very important. But who the fuck is going to stand up for us? If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one. This is what trans ideology made me realize. My main cause until 2015 was disabled rights. I'm disabled now. I've had a stroke a year ago. I'm still recovering from it. But before then, I stood up for disabled rights. That was my thing. I was an accessibility developer. I worked in free and open software, like actually producing software to make life better for people with disabilities. And obviously many people with disabilities are female. And I realized when I peaked trans, that no one's going to stand up for us. We will stand up for everyone. We'll stick for the little guy, but no one is going to stand up for you. You need to stand up for yourself. Because if you lose these rights, it's going to be a lot harder to defend them. It's going to be a lot harder to defend them. Now's the time. And well done, each and every one of you, for standing up to these bullies, walking past these bullies, and actually getting here. This is the beginning. Yep. The backlash has arrived. And take it to every single country in the world. And yes, I see the claps. And well done to every single speaker. Every single one of you is inspirational. And more like this. Let's have more like this. As much as we can. Keep going. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Hey, yes. For ourselves, for our daughters, and for our granddaughters, can we give the speakers and everybody here tonight a big round of applause?
Yeah.